Hey guys, we're doing this again. Gotta decide to go live today because we have quite a few tornado warnings ongoing actually. This one here, they'll probably get a screenshot of just real fast for for a thumbnail later. I like to get one that's kind of far away and one that's a bit closer. Look at that outflow boundaries pushing out though. See that off to the side here? Look at that outflow boundary. You know, see very wide inflow channel, obvious hook, then a ton of hail, like really big hail in there. This is what level DBZ is this? 75. Damn. That's some huge hail. Okay, let me turn warnings and stuff back on. A radar indicated tornado. Yeah, 2.5-inch hail. Ooh, that's huge, dude. But hey, I mean, it's not very rare that we see massive hail across the high plains. Let's look at some of these other storms though. Actually, no, we'll keep an eye on this one because we haven't actually looked at anything other than just this. Okay, why is velocity always like this? Always just not working. Super res differential reflectivity is also doing that. Or differential reflectivity is now doing that, and it's kind of annoying. I do think I need to restart radar scope, so give me a second. That's some huge hail in there. I would not want to hook slice that. That's massive hail. I know we have some storms over here. Just don't look very good. We also have some tornado warning storms up here. If I do recall, yeah, we're not gonna use those. Probably gonna be between. Okay, let's see if there's any cooler looking earlier frames. There are now two. Yeah, you were on the stream a couple of days ago, I think yesterday actually, telling me about the two tropical cyclones. And what I said about them was that they don't pose any threat to the United States right now. And they have less than 40% chance of actually developing into a cyclone. If they do, again, they still really won't pose any major threat to any actually areas of land, to be honest. They'll just mostly remain out in the Pacific. Unless you mean the ones near Japan, which I can't really give you too much about that because that's oh, what happened to here? It's expiring. That's why. This thing is really messy, like extremely messy. It's got a very saturated RFD. Look at that rotation though. It's very broad. Quite a few tornado reports all the way back when this thing was in Wyoming. There's a tornado warning up here as well. Another very juicy supercell. One to the south though, probably it looks like a weakened below warning cry. At this rate, I'm about to just switch back to GR2 analyst. I don't know why my thing keeps doing that. You can't really see too well because there is contamination in the velocity. You see from a distance though that there is certainly rotation, especially in those upper levels. So I'm not really sure if this constitutes a tornado warning. There's one tornado warning near the radar site, just to the south of what town is that? Baller or funnel cloud. Funnel cloud and tornado reports by law enforcement. It's confirmed actually. Yeah, look at that. You can certainly see that tornado. Oh, it's gone. I don't know where it went on velocity. There it is. Look at that right there. Nice rotation towards the radar site. Away from the radar site. Woo! I can probably zoom in here. Look at that. This is moving away from the radar site. This is moving towards the radar site. This is moving away. See that nice inflow channel here. Tornado's gonna be right there. Actually, yeah, you can see by correlation coefficient was also on the ground. There was a tornado on the ground. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. This one's just a pure thunderstorm warning now. There are some tornado warnings over here. Or a tornado warning. Oh. It's embedded. Embedded QLCS tornado. Great. I think we're just going to switch back to GR2 analyst. I'm not sure why my velocities are doing that, but it's really annoying me. Give me 1 second. Alright, back to GR2 analyst. Yeah, there were multiple tornado warnings earlier, actually. One further north, actually two further north. You see those obvious hooks there, too. Area rotation here, area rotation here. Area of rotation here as well. Wish I had more smooth settings. I don't wish I had more smooth settings. I wish I had more smooth velocity. Wait, no way I can smooth velocity. I can't. I can't smooth correlation coefficient though, which I kind of find funny. But tornado warning is in effect for Vienna, Mardell Springs, and Sharptown, Maryland. So I was trying to confirm the state. We're gonna slowly make our trek back over. You see that observed tornado warning there? Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my lord. My sister's gonna need to do something about her dog. Unless it's mine. Let me check. It wasn't my dog. It was hers again. She doesn't complain about it on stream. It's just annoying. There's more. It's more. Trust me. There's more rhyme or reason to it than just simply complaining about it annoying me. I wouldn't be too hard pressed if it was just simply annoying me. But there's more to the story that I'm not gonna explain here. There is a destructive tornado. Destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Sorry. Oh, and a considerable. I wish it would move the most severe to the top. See, it's kind of messy, but it definitely has a very wide inflow channel. Doesn't look like, I don't know what's going on over here either. I think this is probably contamination. So we'll keep our eye on what's more important. This one. Actually, no. There's hardly any rotation left. Might need to watch here though. It is outflow dominant at this very moment, but there's huge, huge hail. Like almost 2 inches in diameter hail. But does look like it could easily wrap back around if inflow gets going, but we're so late in the afternoon. I really don't even think there's a low level jet or any really directional shear anymore. Let me pull up mesoanalysis. Wind shear, storm relative velocity effective. Okay, there is some storm relative velocity there. Yeah. Okay, the environment's sort of capped over right now. But right now there's sufficient surface basin stability. Sufficient shear as well. Let me check the low level jet. Ooh, I don't know about that. Low level jet's extremely weak right now. Yeah, no, there's really nothing we're getting at it. Yeah. So the tornado risk across this area is probably dying down for now. We're losing our low level jet and we just won't really have the shear or what photographs currently look like. If I can I'll get a pivotal weather for that one. Just to get a simulated thing. Okay, it does certainly have some elongation, some curvature in the low levels of those photographs, though tornado risk is probably gonna continue to die down as the environment begins to get its cap in place. There's gonna be a lot of convective inhibition coming in here. It's really gonna make it extremely difficult for tornadoes to produce, despite sufficient ingredients. I knew it wasn't tripping when I saw the sufficient ingredients for tornadoes. It's just that storms are really gonna struggle to use them because of the extremely strong convective inhibition that's gonna be put in place here soon. I'm just quickly pull. What is it doing, dude? I hate it when it does that. Sorry, let me just quickly switch to ARRR. Here we go. All right, yeah, look at this. Go to surface-based convective inhibition. You can already tell there's a lot of strong convective inhibition here. And it's not strong enough to prevent too much of a tornado risk from being diminished entirely at this moment. Like you can see, if I just pull a simulated sounding, see sufficient curvature in the low levels of photographs, extremely long, elongated photographs. So definitely definitely a large hail and tornado threat with these. However, and then you can also see the cape profile as well. Very fat cape profile, or not very fat, but decently. It's sufficient for tornadoes. And yeah, you see just as time goes on, that cap is gonna get extremely strong, extremely fast. See, despite very sufficient curvatures in the low levels of photographs and sufficient cape as well, it's gonna be impossible to break through that cap. Like there's not gonna be a tornado threat later on because of that. You can think the lapse rates. Okay, I guess we can switch back to GR2 analyst for now. Tornado warning is continuing with this storm though in the Nebraska Panhandle. And we can remove the tornado observed. It's no longer there. And you can see some strong rotation. I'm gonna look on Twitter, see if I can find any photos. Once the last tornado warning goes down here, I'm probably gonna end the live stream. Actually, I'll keep it up. I just have stuff I need to work on. Oh, this is interesting. That's also interesting. Ooh. All right. I'm gonna look up tornado on Twitter. Oh, that's weird. Let's go to latest. Just tornado warning, tornado warning, tornado warning, tornado warning, tornado warning. It's a whole bunch of EAS alerts. A bunch of bots that just repost tornado warnings. Some nasty looking storms though, like real nasty. I found a photo. Oh, that was June 1st. Never mind. June 21st, I mean. I thought they somehow already got like an official report on one of the tornadoes that occurred out here, rating it officially EF0 already, but no, it was for yesterday. But yeah, dude, damn. Nasty. Let's check back up on Maryland. Might be hard to get back over there. Actually, we'll switch to radar scope. Never mind, there's no longer a thing. No longer a tornado warning. But someone is stating that Vienna might have been hit by a tornado struck near the town. Never mind. Okay, let me pull us back over here. Look at that rotation still. Ooh. I'm gonna try to get traffic cams. Traffic cams going here. See location on map. It's not what I want. Map view. This is what I want. Near Harrisburg. None of these show me the cameras. It's so dumb. It's not working. I'm not gonna be able to find cameras. That's okay though. Seems to be another tornado warning for the Maryland region. Let me verify that claim. Oh, never mind. It's somewhere else. It's okay. Yeah, no, it's not Maryland. I don't know why I thought it was. Down near Huntsville, actually. So we will get our radar site over there. Thankfully, the Chattanooga radar is right next to it. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Ooh. Oh, it's gone. Very short-lived. It looked good very briefly, but now it doesn't look as good. Oh, yeah. Tornado warning for a normal, Moores Hill, Meridaneville. Okay, I know everyone trashes on max velocity for butchering names, but I really don't know how you're supposed to even attempt to pronounce some of these names. Okay, never mind. I was too quiet for me to even hear. Tornado warning does continue, though. Does continue. Though it kind of looks dead on arrival after that first frame that we saw. This one here, tornado warning gets issued. Very deserving of a tornado warning, that I will say. Very definitely deserves that tornado warning. And then the next frame, just gone. You check with radar scope just to make sure that they didn't just miss it earlier. No, of course, velocity isn't working. Sorry, you can't see radar scope right now. I'm just checking. Oh my god, why is this so stupid? I'm just actually gonna change this to velocity instead. Still doesn't like me. I don't know what. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, no, hold on. We'll switch this over. Radar scope. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at that. Look at that rotation. They warn it, I think, just a little bit too late, and then it dies. We can check correlation coefficient though. Perhaps a brief correlation coefficient drop there. What frame is this? 8:15. Yeah, there could have been a brief tornado there. Sorry, I need to let my dog out again. They are just. Whew. There's another tornado warning for Maryland though. Pretty much. Oh yeah, right next to the radar site. Look at that. Oh, there might even be a tornado on the ground. Okay, I think it's just this frame. This one right here just hates me. We'll switch back to what's it called? GR2 analyst. If I can find it. GR2 analyst. Here we go. So many terminal radars. Look at this. Look at that tight rotation there. Very close to the radar site. Easily detectable too. Very obvious hook echo. There's certainly a tornado in there. Don't know why it's been doing this lately, but okay. Whew. Okay. Keep an eye on this. Tornado warning for Bridgeville, but Bridgeville's mostly out of the area of concern now. What about back over? Oh, okay, yeah. As I thought, that tornado warning for Huntsville is gone. Yeah, it doesn't look like we'll be seeing another one either. Sorry, I'm just checking my own weather real fast. Okay, great. Check on this tornado warning. It's still cranking along. Huge hail on this storm. Very strong rotation there. It's quite tight too for how far away from the radar site it is. Look at that. Look how strong that is on NROT. Sorry, my dog is sneezing. I'll keep an eye on. Actually, okay. This one's a bit too far from the radar site. It's also moving through mostly rural areas for now. The one of more that's more concerning right now is the one in Maryland. So we're gonna look at that one. This one, yeah, no, the rotation's very weak now. Plus, the National Weather Service office at this point could probably see it from their front door, and they would certainly be able to tell whether or not this still needs a tornado warning. Which, to me, it looks like it might not. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it meets warning criteria anymore. Cool, special marine warning now. Can't wait for tomorrow. I'll be able to put my logo on my car. And I'm also planning on buying Starlink as well. I get paid tomorrow. We'll close out weather-wise here. God, this is tiring. I'm gonna close off HRRR. Throw Twitch up next to my YouTube live streaming just to keep an eye on that as well. Though I don't really care too much about Twitch, because no one is ever there usually. That's beautiful. God. Yeah, it's not doesn't appear to be up to warning criteria anymore. Also appears that GR2 analysts might be behind. That's close enough. Yeah, I know that's below warning criteria too now. Beautiful structure coming out of the high plains right now. To tornado in Russia earlier. Yeah, no, I keep tapping back and forth between radar scope and GR2 analyst. Right now, none of the storms really look too crazy. It was mostly just a hail threat. It's below tornado warning criteria. One's also just a hail threat. Large hail in that as well. Ooh, sorry. Huge hail over here as well. No, not tornado warning worthy. Once this warning expires. Yeah. What does measure from radar do? It's weird. Still nothing crazy, but huge, large hail may be expected for. Let me turn off smoothing. Yeah, for Dalton and Gurley here. Well, Sydney. Destructive. I'm assuming destructive. No, considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Dalton, Gurley, and Sydney. Willis Bronson. Let me check back in with weather-wise real fast. This severe thunderstorm right here still being considered as destructive. So huge hail in that. Still over 2 inches in diameter. Thankfully, it's in mostly rural areas for now. Also, huge hail here, over 2 inches by at least 0.1 inches. So 2.01 inches. Huge hail, regardless, huge hail. It's also thankfully in mostly rural areas. Man, I wonder what Tempus is seeing right now. They must be seeing something crazy. There's this down here in Texas. Oh, that kicked out an outflow boundary. Whew, look at that. Yeah, some about half-inch sized hail. Severe thunderstorm warning for Slayton, Big Spring, and Kahoma. A hail-driven threat, and 60 mile per hour wind gusts as well. What's this tornado warning? Not expired yet. Did we just pull the plug on it? Honestly, really didn't think that the stream would last over an hour, but we just hit an hour. Thought it'll just be a quick little brief thing and then it ends, but going for longer than I thought I'd had this stamina for. Just gusting out. Yeah, no, it's not rotating. This is mostly just very, very strong downpour here. like a micro burst, or more like a macro burst almost. Winds moving towards the radar side and winds moving away. It's kind of like true, like spreading out, especially right here. Huge macro bursts, tons of heavy rainfall, and very large hail in there. It's a very impactful storm. Thankfully over rural areas, but it is getting closer to Dalton, Gurley, and Sydney, with Dalton and Gurley mostly being in the big area of concern. Alright, YouTube almost never actually recommends my live streams to anyone. This is expiring. Please tell me not be here anymore. Let's see when it expires anymore. There it goes. It's gone. Whew. Any other tornado warnings we need to worry about? Nope, that was the only tornado warning. We can finally drop it down a level. Woo. Next big thing we need to watch is this. Watch this guy. Oh man! Look at that. There's a radar site. Oh, holy. I wonder if this will get a tornado warning here soon. Look at that. Forget we can do this also. I don't know if you guys can't see this. Actually, I can't even see it. For some reason, it's behind. Let me change it. Boom. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Okay, so... Okay, hold on. I'm trying to play around with it, see if I can get it to not look as dumb. You can see that rotating mesocyclone, but it's not, it's very broad. It's not really tight, and it doesn't really extend that high into the upper levels of the atmosphere. I mean, you can certainly see it trying to rotate, but it doesn't look like tornado warning criteria. Well, let me change it back to boom. Oops, did not want to do that. No, I didn't want to do that either. Why is it doing this? Oh, why? Never mind. This is a this is a bit of a better look. Definitely see it has a tilted. Okay, you can't see it on stream, but it does have a tilted updraft that is trying to rotate. I don't know why. I think there's a bit of contamination towards the mid levels, which is why it kind of looks like that right now. So right now, it doesn't really meet tornado warning criteria, at least not yet. Okay, what we'll do is I'll keep my eyes on this while I open up DaVinci Resolve and continue to edit something I was working on earlier. Okay, good. It is working the way I want it to. Sorry, hold on. Let me make sure that looks good on stream. Yeah, no, that's decent enough on stream. Still nothing on Twitch. That's great. Yep, still nothing on the live stream. It's kind of just sad inside. Oh, tornado warning. There is a tornado warning. I don't know how long that's been there for. There's no way it's seriously been there for 8 minutes. When was this issued? Okay, this might have actually been there for 8 minutes. There is a tornado warning now for that one storm that we're kind of staring at. It's got some broad rotation, not very strong. Might be some sort of correlation coefficient drop there in the center, but it's gonna be really hard to tell without like an actual like visual confirmation because of just how much hail and everything there is. Also how much dust because of from this region just in general might be being taken in this storm. The correlation coefficient is just gonna be low in general without there being a tornado on the ground, so it's gonna be really hard to tell just based off of radar. There is a tornado warning for mostly rural areas. I mean, Cope is really on the boundary of the warning here. It might not have warning criteria by the time it actually does reach Cope. Cope, though, in Joe's and Kirk do need to watch for strong damaging wind gusts as well as large hail with this storm regardless. Then again, the possibility of a tornado if one does materialize. Not sure why there's this weird box here. Well, kind of just going to sit here and look at this tornado warning, I guess. It's not really posing too much of a threat to any populated areas, thankfully. Let me pull up weather-wise just real fast if there's any other type of warnings out there we could look at. I have multiple weather-wise tabs open, but I really don't care. No, there's only one tornado warning. It's this storm right here. Are some quite a few severe thunderstorm warnings. Most of them are considerable. None of them are actually considered destructive anymore, so I can get rid of that. But right now, I'm sort of just like, I don't know, staring at this tornado warning here. while I kind of edit this YouTube short video I was working on. And check Twitter again to see if there's any visual confirmation, but I highly doubt it. Probably gonna be a bajillion bots just reposting the tornado warning notification. Oh man, 40 minutes ago. Whew. It's a big tornado. Very big and dusty tornado across Colorado. 40 minutes ago. 4 hours ago, there's a nice little rope tornado just off of between Fort Stockton and Sanderson on Highway 285. That's a beauty. Then oh my gosh, some amazing storm structure in Sterling, Colorado 2 hours ago. Quite a lot of dusty storms out there. Whew. Oh my god, dude, I don't. Why does Ryan Hall make y'all bot, bro? I don't want to diss it on live, but I'm gonna diss it on live. I'm not gonna lie. That thing sucks. There's no need for a weather AI robot that is just sassy and rude all the time. And then also gets information wrong too. 20 hours ago, y'all bot posted on Twitter. Dave Spencer captured this terrifying nighttime low cloud / scud cloud during a thunderstorm in Newburgh, Indiana. You want to guess what that wasn't? It wasn't scud cloud. It's not scud cloud. That's the thing. It's not scud cloud. It was a tornado. And then go to the comments. Someone posted a very well-known picture of a tornado, like just a quick reverse image search, and you'd see like a bajillion different results for the same tornado. Like, I've known this picture for years, and then he's like, asking, that he's asking for permission and like all a bunch of information about if they actually took it or not, and if it's real and whatnot. It's so dumb. And then someone in the comments as well said, "Silly y'all bot, that's a nocturnal tornado." And y'all bot replied with, "Silly, nocturnal tornadoes kill disproportionately more people than daytime ones. You're asleep, can't see it, and by the time you hear it, too late. 2 live tornado warnings in Oklahoma right now. Nothing silly about 3 a.m. rotation." Not only does it just scream AI, but it's also like, dude, sure, you're right, but that doesn't excuse the fact that you for some reason mistook scud for a tornado. It's very obviously tornado 2 in that photo or in that video. Just silly. It's really silly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I entirely understand having it as a way to get like important weather information out there if Ryan Hall cannot stream, if he's fatigued from constant streaming or if he's busy and he needs something out there to still make revenue, but then also just get the weather information out there in general. Like, I can fully understand that. Like, if he needs a break and uses y'all bot for that, but at least to get a filter on that thing, please. I would say that this looks like a correlation coefficient drop if there wasn't hail right on top of it, but because there's hail, it's likely just contamination. There is definitely rotation though. Rotation there. Just probably doesn't appear. Like I said previously, because of all the hail and everything, all the dust being kicked up by inflow, it's gonna be very hard to actually tell if a tornado's on the ground based off of radar alone. They actually just expired the tornado warning. It's cool too. Oh, there's another tornado warning over in Virginia actually, so we're gonna hop over to that real fast. I mean, hop over there because it takes a minute to get over there. All right, look at this. Oh, it's close to a radar site too. Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! Very obvious inflow notch, very obvious hook here, RFD punching out, then rotation as well. Inflow doesn't look too strong, but RFD is definitely carrying the bag there. Definitely deserves that tornado warning. It's very close to the radar side as well, but it's kind of to the south of the RFD. So if the NWS office does try to get some eyes on it from their office to see like if it actually does need a tornado warning upcoming, Like whenever it gets closer, or sorry, if it needs a tornado, it like if what am I trying to say? If it does look, what am I saying? If it, whew, they can they can judge the intensity of the storm, how organized it is, what it appears like in person from their NWS office, but they might not be able to do that because of it how it's positioned relative to the NWS office, with the NWS office being mostly to the south of the RFD. So they're gonna have to be trying to look through a whole bunch of rain, which is just not gonna be feasible. But we'll see. It definitely has some strong winds in the RFD though. Yeah, okay. I'm really not too sure what to say about this. It is looking like it's gusting out though, becoming more outflow dominant. Still, tornado warning does continue for Waverly and Wakefield, Virginia, I believe. Yes, Virginia. Well, not really too sure what to say. Still got the tornado warning ongoing. I'm still editing that YouTube short. Should be done here soon. I might have more to say, but otherwise, don't really know what else to say. The only chatters I get on Twitch was Ray when we were chasing. Oh, ooh, okay, it's picking itself back up again. Look at that. RFD punching out here. Inflow streaming in. Definitely need to watch that. Again, tornado warning continues for Waverly and Wakefield. This is still a radar indicated tornado. No visual confirmation. No confirmation either on radar that it's on the ground. But it doesn't mean that one can't be on the ground at any moment. So Waverly and Wakefield, take shelter now. Don't wait to see, don't wait to hear this tornado. Take shelter immediately. And make sure I'm spelling Kankakee correctly. Yeah, I am. Still keeping an eye on the storm, by the way. Wonder if radar scope is a bit ahead. It might be. I'll just check real fast. Nope, still mostly caught up. Ooh, look at that though. Looks like there might be something in correlation coefficient that isn't on reflectivity or ooh, GR2 analysis is what I mean. No, it just appears to be a lack of reflectivity. Oh, you can probably hear my dog in the back there. Just know it's not me making those sounds. Oh, I forgot to change the latency on the stream. That's okay. Can I find music for this? I could either do wind sounds or I could do music. Might do suspenseful wind sounds. Okay, I'm not gonna do wind sounds. It looks a little dumb. Oh, that's loud. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna put suspenseful music because then I look like a news agency for some reason. For some reason, news agencies tend to do that a lot. The most mundane things. Look at that, dude. This thing's gonna pass right over the radar site. It's hardly rotating. Especially in the upper levels, it's hardly rotating. That might also just be because it's so close to the radar site, so it might just need to give it a moment. I was giving it the good old cross-section analysis that you guys couldn't see. Ooh, I entirely forgot about actually. Ooh, I forgot I could do this. We're going here. Forgot I can make the video more ominous. Let me give it more depth. That looks beautiful. Yeah, this thing does look like it is gusting out. Nothing a whole lot going on here. What does weather-wise have for us? Anything new? Nope. Nothing new. Is there anything instructive? No, don't want to do that. Destructive. Doesn't appear as though. The beautiful wall cloud. Ooh, yeah. The tornado warning's gone. I think we're gonna go back to the high plains again. Still some really large hail. Though I really doubt we're gonna see too much of a tornado risk now across this region. What? I'm not sure about this. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. Great. That's kind of funny. I'm sure satellite shows a different story, but well, oh, what'd I just do? Okay, there we go. I fixed it. And the storm kind of died down. This one is winding down a bit, but still it's got some huge hail in it. Some huge hail. Okay, great. What the hell? That's not what I want. Here's Pix Bay. Ooh, this is perfect. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't like me. Oh man, that's not what I wanted. Damn, dude, holy crap. Actually so cool. I love what I made. Whoops. Hold on. Oh, that's perfect. Ooh. I cooked, dude. Holy crap, you don't even know. You guys won't know until tomorrow because I'm only releasing this tomorrow. Oh, hell yeah. Alright. I guess I can focus. Okay, it's exporting now, so I guess I can focus on this. Still really not a whole lot going on, though. Severe thunderstorm warning up here. Here's the better radar site. For Newcastle. Ooh, large hail. 1.5, 1.6 inches in diameter. That's some big hail. For severe thunderstorm warning for Osage, Newcastle, and Hillview Heights. And then also risk for, what's it say? 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Down here, though, let's see. Continued threat for large hail with this storm as well. It isn't as impressive as it was a couple of hours ago, which is good. Well, I want to say a couple of hours ago. I'd say maybe 1 hour ago, 45 minutes ago, but still got some huge hail on that thing. A 2-inch hail, 2.5-inch hail. Ooh, that's huge. Latest hail reports though, we're saying between 1 inch, 1.75 inches, and that is mostly gonna affect Siebert, Avona, Straton, Bethune. What is that? Burlington, Colorado, right along Interstate something. I don't know what interstate that is. Move further down south here. There is another severe thunderstorm warning. Mostly just 1-inch hail and damaging wind gusts as well. What's the wind gust? 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, quarter-sized hail. That's for mostly rural areas. Let me check weather-wise. Holy crap, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful tornado. Not right now. Not the tornado right now, or there is no tornado right now. But from the 17th, June 17th, someone got a beautiful time lapse of the Effingham tornado. Let me zoom back in here. Sorry, I was trying to find weather-wise. I'm kind of sleepy, so I'm not really paying attention too much. I wanted to check out the Eastern Seaboard. Never mind. I no longer want to check out the Eastern Seaboard. Nothing interesting over there right now. Might end the stream soon. I'm really tired. 10. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I appreciate you, Ray, for tuning in. I really do. And I hope your show goes well. Please tell me more about it later, but I'm probably gonna go to bed. I don't think I can hold myself awake much longer. Just staring at radar. Large hail. I doubt we're gonna see too much of a tornado risk later tonight for any of these areas. So, goodbye.